Hey, good morning, folks. Today is the 15th of September 2018, 10:57 a.m. in the morning, and it's a Saturday morning, bright and sunny in the Republic of Suriname in Paramaribo, and I'm sitting at the Readytex office with Monique NouhChaia. We are on another edition of our Audio City program, and in this edition, we are going to talk to Monique, who is the chairperson of the Suriname Lebanese Association. As we're having a cup of coffee, I'm going to swing over to Monique and ask her to introduce herself. Hi Monique, could you introduce yourself please?
Hi Kris, my name is Monique NouhChaia. I'm born and raised in Suriname. I'm a mother of two, a wife, daughter. I think those are the most important things. As you can tell, family is very important to me. I'm a business owner, and I'm also the chairperson for the Suriname Lebanese Association, which is the reason that we're sitting here today.
Thank you, Monique. Also, thank you for the cup of coffee. Can you tell us a little bit more about your business and first, and then we are going to ask you about the association. So first, about your business.
Well, my business or businesses, I am a major shareholder of 5 businesses. My partner is my brother. They are actually businesses that have grown out of the family business founded by my father. And they are very diverse, which is a product of actually the environment we're in and the interests that both my father and the next generation had. And these businesses have grown because of our interests, actually.
Are there specific businesses that you directly spearhead and take all the decisions for out of these 5?
Yes, it is. That's alas, that's a situation for small communities like ours. In all of the businesses, I have a very important strategic role. There is our holding, Caribbean Investment Group. There is Readytex, which is actually the business my father founded, that I'm managing director for. My official title and official business association is with the holding, Caribbean Investment Group, of which I am the chief financial officer. There's also the plantation that we own called Katwijk, which is a business in itself. And there is one facilitatory business called Karimega, which is the business that all the import-export flows through, etc.
Thank you. And since you are the chairperson, I believe the elected member of the board and the chairperson of the Suriname Lebanese Association, could you throw some light on what this association is all about, their goals, and what you do?
Well, our board consists of 7 elected members. The members are elected by the members of the association every 2 years. The Suriname Lebanese Association was founded in 1996, and it was founded out of the vision of preserving our cultural heritage within the Suriname fabric. And this is what we do. We are mainly a cultural association which strives to share with each other the descendants of the original Lebanese pioneers in Suriname, the cultural background that we still know and have, and also to share with the Lebanese community these things that we still share and know, actually.
So, would you like to tell us something about the Lebanese community here in Suriname, what they are doing currently, and maybe how they originated?
Well, the story of Lebanese in Suriname is about 125 years old. the first Lebanese, known Lebanese to arrive in Suriname is Mr. Karkabe around 1895. He arrived as a single man, and he was from Beirut. And in Suriname, he was an orphan, so his trajectory has been a different one from the ones that came after him. In Suriname, he married a Surinamese woman, and who was a shop owner. She herself was descendant of slave and white parents. And after him, what is known is that around 1897, there were two brothers called Sauma who arrived in Suriname. These two brothers were from the north of Lebanon, and from a specific region called the Pshari district. These brothers, after these brothers, there were more from that district who arrived in Suriname. It is known that the Lebanese of the north, of Christian Maronite religion, actually were in search of better avenues, better futures, better economic conditions. That's why they left Lebanon and they went direction Americas. Many landed in North America, many landed in the Caribbean, and many landed in South America. From that point forward, there was a period of those immigrants to Suriname. They didn't stay, they left. And then after they left, others arrived. It was not until these Lebanese immigrants started actually buying property and owning property that they stayed. And this was around right before the First World War. And the integration into the Suriname society and Suriname community was also interesting. Some Lebanese chose for at least that generation to marry Lebanese, and some Lebanese married other ethnicity within the Suriname community. The ones that married Lebanese held on to their tradition a bit longer. When they arrived in Suriname, they were poor. They arrived out of economic necessity, but they apparently they had a good windfall around the Second World War. Call it being at the right place at the right time. Absolutely, they were diligent and hardworking, but they also had a stroke of luck, and they were able within one generation to build up a certain wealth and status. What was very important is education, and in Suriname they were embraced by the Catholic faith, and the Catholic put a big accent on education, so they were guided to have their children pursue the highest education they could. And after the first generation of mostly merchants, the second generation that was able to secure a better education chose other professions like economists, engineers, etc. We still have quite an interesting ratio of business people and entrepreneur within the Lebanese descendant community. But we also have Lebanese descendants in all other professions in the Suriname fabric. We're a very small group, at the most 500 of which an identifiable Lebanese grandparent. But for some reason, people perceive us as being a much larger group. One sociologist explained it in a certain way. He says, because the Lebanese have been able to manifest themselves at the top echelon of the community, the visibility makes that people think that they are in greater number. That's actually about it till now.
Do you foresee more Lebanese coming into Suriname in the near future?
It's hard to say. There has been immigration to Suriname, but we're talking 1, 2, 3 new people who have chosen Suriname to settle. But there has also been an outflow with the economic downturn in Suriname itself. So it's very hard to say. I think it will depend on how our economy goes. The first wave of immigration from Lebanon to other parts of the world was an immigration because of economic need and necessity. But the second wave was around the civil war in Lebanon. And those were higher educated Lebanese who purposefully looked for places where they could thrive, which was Europe and North America and Australia. Now Lebanon itself is also a country with its own ups and downs, but I don't really think that at this point people are actively seeking to migrate out of Lebanon. So if any immigration were to come in the future, there really has to be, I think, very special circumstances to motivate people to come to Suriname, and that's very hard to foresee.
Thank you so much, Monique. It was a pleasure that you could give some time for this short interview. I would like to thank you in person for sharing all this information, and I would like to wish you all the best with your businesses and as the chairperson of the Suriname Lebanese Association. Thank you once again. Do you have any final word that you would like to share?
No, thank you also for allowing this opportunity.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, this was Kris DCosta in an exclusive interview with Monique NouhChaia, who is the chairperson of the Suriname Lebanese Association and a managing director and a board member of a holding company, and giving leadership to several companies underneath the board, underneath the holding firm. So, everybody out there listening to this particular audio, I wish you great days ahead, and look forward to seeing you in the next edition of Audio City. Thank you.